So we're here at Vegan Verde in Acapulco, Mexico, and I'm joined by Nathan Freeman. You are the operations sort of organizer of Anarchapulco, is that right, or what are you up to?
Well, my official title is Chief Cat Herder. That was Jeff's idea. And for anybody that was at the conference last year, one of the things we quickly learned is trying to get a group of anarchists to do anything together is very much like herding cats. So,
excellent. How's the cat herding operation going?
It's coming along well. We're about to announce a big new expansion to all the events. So we're adding like 3 more workshops, and we're going to have like some special food plans for people. They'll be able to pay in Bitcoin for those. So we have a lot of new announcements coming up.
How did you get involved in working with this conference?
Well, I attended last year, and I got to know Jeff Berwick a little bit at last year's conference, and we had been in contact a bit. And at the end of the conference, I actually turned to my wife and said, next year, I'm going to run this because it needs like much more professional help. And so, I mean, everybody kind of muddled through last year, but it really needed, like, it was very hard to tell who was going to be speaking when, and there were a lot of cancellations and mix-ups, and so we're just trying to run it this year with a much more professional flavor, stack on a lot more events.
So what are some of the things that you are most excited about the conference this year?
Well, we've just changed we were originally going to have the EXO-based entrepreneurship workshop, but unfortunately they had to cancel. They had some conflicts, and so we're actually retooling that as an Anarchapulco entrepreneurship boot camp. And it's going to be me and Jeff Berwick and Joby Weeks and Kaylin Diggs and a few other people, and we're working on some surprise guests for that. And so there's going to be all kinds of stuff about how to go entrepreneurial, how to form your own companies, how to get into a new line of business. I'm personally going to be doing a workshop on microeconomics for entrepreneurs, because most people really don't understand economics in any meaningful way, and then they try to start a business, and all of a sudden they're like, how come I'm not making any money? And so there's some good theory to know behind that. So I'm pretty excited about that one.
Excellent. What are some of the? That's really exciting. What are some of the speakers that you're most interested in, or like some of the bigger names?
Well, I'm really excited about meeting Larkin Rose. So that's a great one. We just added Walter Block too. That's pretty exciting. He's actually going to be given. Jeff's going to present him with a Lifetime Achievement Award. So it'll be the first one that Anarchapulco is granting, and I mean, you look at the guy's history of work, he certainly deserves it. So that's pretty exciting. I'm looking forward to it, and hanging out with Adam Kokesh and Macy Tomlin. They're just really fun people to be around, and we're actually bringing in some special guests, even personally in our home. We're going to have Dana Martin's entire family actually staying with us during the entire conference, and she's going to be doing an unschooling and peaceful parenting workshop on the day after the conference as well. So there'll be a lot going on.
Awesome. And there's a few Bitcoin entrepreneurs. Roger Ver is going to be there, Trace Mayer.
Tone Vase, yeah. Yeah, it should be a good Bitcoin crowd. I almost added a couple more Bitcoiners, but it turns out that like the biggest thing that's eating into our guests this year somehow seems to be like everybody's having babies, or everybody has issues with their kids, that like stuff is coming up with the kids, and so that's like kept us from adding to a bunch of Bitcoin people to the roster, because apparently it's just the time when Bitcoiners are getting pregnant or something. I don't know.
It's kind of good news, no? We gotta multiply a little more.
That's right. We gotta get those population numbers up.
Yeah. Are there any announcements, anything in particular that you'd like to mention that might get people that are on the fence to jump that fence and come down here to warm Acapulco?
So we just added Walter Block as a speaker, so that's really great news. And just today, we added Ken O'Keefe. And if you don't know who Ken O'Keefe is, Google him. He's a former Marine and a really outspoken anti-war guy, and he's really cool, and just a guy that really tells it like it is. And so I'm really excited that he agreed to come. We've added a unschooling and peaceful parenting workshop from Dana Martin. So she's going to do a half a day on the Monday after the conference. We've added something called the Fourth Rational Physics Conference with Bill Gade, and that's going to be sort of a broad scientific examination of the current state of physics. David Robinson is going to be doing a presentation on basically the collapse of the scientific method in what we currently regard as science. So that's pretty exciting. Let's see. We've added an ayahuasca ceremony on the Sunday night after the conference. So that's going to be pretty intense for people that want to sign up for that. We're right here at Veda Vegan, and these guys are going to offer discounts to people with an Anarchapulco badge, and they offer meal plans during your stay. So you could just come and say, I want to have all vegan, no animal products, gluten-free, no processed sugar meals for every meal for your entire stay. And it's a no-brainer. You just come in and pay for the package, and you're all set. And they have a dynamite menu. What else? I think that's it for now. But we're still working on a few more things. We're always working on the next thing.
Awesome.
There's still 60 days to go, right? So there's a lot of chance for us to add stuff.
Excellent. And I just want to sort of point out that it's not like it's anti-science, this rational science conference. It's pro-science, but it's criticizing the way that science has been applied to modern sort of mainstream theories of physics, like quantum physics and not quantum mechanics, but quantum physics. And there's going to be a lot of talk about that. So it's looking really interesting.
Yeah, that's definitely an area that I find pretty interesting. Oh, and that's a $30 ticket to go to that part of the conference, but 100% of the ticket sales are being donated to Free Ross. So even if you're kind of skeptical about listening to all this, and you just want to buy a ticket and help out Ross, it's a great cause.
So if you use discount code DisruptTech, you get 10% off, and then you get to avoid the winter for a week or so and come down here, hang out with great people, entrepreneurs, activists, journalists, people trying to change the world through enterprise. And, and if you want to stay, you may want to join us. A lot of people are staying here because they like it enough. So peace out, and see you at Anarchapulco.
We'll be right back.